This is Prince Dykes. This is the Royal Financial Investment Group. Today's video is going to be value investing. But before we jump into the topic, as always, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first video, welcome to the Royal Financial Investment Group YouTube channel or website, or however you found me. Please check out tons of other videos of great value, stuff like that. If you need to get in contact with me, you can email me. My email address is prince@royalfinancials.com. Or the best way to get in contact with me, the best and the quickest way to get in contact with me is to drop a comment right below. Drop a comment below, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, let me know how I'm doing. I'm doing good, bad, or whatever. So thank you for that. So pretty much also I want to say this video, I know it's been a little bit long overdue. To Show Me Marshall, I want to say, hey, I finally got it. I finally got the video done, taken care of for you. So hopefully you find great value in this video. Don't forget to like it, share it, comment, all that other good stuff. Let's get straight into the video. So essentially, we're going to get into value investing. Value investing is a form of investing to where it breaks down to the fundamentals, right? And one of our previous videos, I spoke about the different analysis. The two big ways to analyze an investment is technical and fundamental. The technicals, you look at moving averages, you look at historical data, you look at the volume, you look at insider trading, things like that. The technical aspect, the technical aspect of it essentially. You look at, you don't pay attention to the fundamentals, you pay attention to the technical pieces. You watch charts. You watch the moving averages, the 100-day moving average, the 20-day moving average, the volume, the volatility, things like that. Those are things you pay attention to when you're a technical analyst. Now, a fundamental analyst is someone who pays attention to the fundamentals. Things like price earning ratio, price book ratio, dividends. They read the books, essentially. They read the books and pay attention to the books, and that's how they compare. So that's between the technical analyst and the fundamental analyst. And value investing uses fundamentals, right? It looks straight at, hey, let's see how much money they have. Let's see what the debt to equity ratio, the price book ratio, things like that is what they look at, and they find out, okay, this is a solid company. And they try to find stocks that are undervalued, right? Value investing looks for things that are undervalued, looks for things that are trading below its market value, that should be trading a whole lot higher, that isn't. So that's what that's the meat and potatoes of value investing. Value investing was made popular by Warren Buffett. If you don't know who Warren Buffett is, Google him. You got a lot of research to do. But anyway, Warren Buffett is probably like one of the best investors of our time, of our generation. Well, not of my particular generation, but of our living generation that we're able to see. And he made value investing very popular. He's like, hey, I find stocks because I don't look at I don't look at what it's trading for. I don't look at the price. I don't look at its volume, its volatility, its price earning ratio. I don't look at any of that. I look at the books. I read fundamentals. And that's what he says. And that's how I found a stock that's trading below its value and that it's of great value, and I invest in it and I have it for long term. That was made popular by Warren Buffett. So let's get straight into value investing. But before I start jumping and using terms that you're not familiar with, you never heard of, you're like, oh, what is that? Whatever, right? So pretty much a value stock it has three characteristics. It has a low PE ratio, which is the price earnings ratio. It has a low PB ratio, which is the price book ratio, and it has a high dividend. Well, not a high dividend, but dividends are higher than the particular industry that you're in. So for example, we don't take Nike and IBM and compare the two. We take Nike and we compare it to other stocks that are in that industry, and we look at their PE ratio, their PB ratio, and their dividend yield. That's how you find a value stock, right? So for example, a PE ratio, it takes your share, the share price, and it takes earnings per share, and it takes those two and it figures out, but it gives you a ratio. For example, let's say if something is 10-1, that means that it's trading 10 times, one share is trading 10 times what it's earning average, right? So that's what the PE ratio does. The price book ratio, it takes your share and it divides it by your assets versus your liabilities. And that's how you get your price book ratio. And your dividends is pretty much your dividends. So That's pretty much what it is. You know, you want a low PE, a low PB ratio, and you want an upper dividend. I know you're sitting here like, oh man, that's great, but how can I apply that? Don't worry about it, right? Because I have a video where we're going to walk straight through step by step in this video. I'm going to take you through eTrade. I'm going to show you how to look up a particular stock, how to look up the fundamentals, how to compare it to the industry, all the other good stuff with eTrade, step-by-step video where you're going to get to say, hey, we're going to take ExxonMobil, we're going to look at ExxonMobil's fundamentals, and we're going to compare it to the industry, and guess what? You can find your value stock that fast, right? And you, now that you know this, you can do this with any stock, and this is how you can find your own independent value stock. So stay tuned. Here's a step-by-step video.
So we're going to get straight into a value stock, right? Pretty much, you guys already heard the introduction, so we're going to go through a step-by-step video because I know some people are like, hey, what are we doing? What are we looking forward to, right? So anyway, if you have an eTrade account, so what I have up here is XOM. XOM is ExxonMobil. So in your search box here, type in the company XOM. So boom, you come here, you get XOM Mobile Corporation. So the formula for a value stock is, first off, you have, you know, a low PE ratio, which is price to earnings ratio, a low price book ratio, and high dividends. So low price book, all the other good stuff, you're just like, okay, so how do I apply this? Great, what I want to know. So right here you have a tab called fundamentals. You see this highlighted? Fundamentals. You go straight over to your fundamentals, right? So ExxonMobil, we're going to look at their fundamentals. So PE, their PE ratio is 11.674. Maybe 11.67. So that's highlighted. So that's the price earning ratio. Then we're going to look at the price book ratio, which is 218xe. Write that down. And then we're going to look at their dividends. The dividends, we're going to go back to snapshot and look at their dividends, right? Which their dividends are 2.97 quarterly. So they pay you 2%, 2.97, almost 3% quarterly, which is what, 12% annually, which is pretty good. But they pay you 2.97%. So you write that down. You got the PE ratio, you got the price book ratio, and you got the dividend yield. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare it to the industry. Remember, you're going to compare it to industry. So don't worry about it. I'm going to show you right here how do you get to the industry. So right up under the stock, you're going to see this little thing here. It's called energy, oil, gas operations. All right, I'm just going to highlight it. Energy, oil, gas operation. That is the industry that this particular stock, Exxon, falls up under. So you're going to click on that. Let's click on it. Bam. So it's going to give you an industry overview, right? It says search. You can search different ones, but right now we're on the energy, oil, gas operations. So now you're going to go through. You're going to be able to tell you different companies within this industry, how they fall out. Over here you had a revenue growth, earnings yield, but I'm not going to get too deep into that. We're going to look at the industry average, right? So we're going to look and we're going to see. We're going to go down here to price book. So the price book is right here, which is 3.4x, right? And we're going to go to the price to earning ratio, which is 21.8. And then we're going to go to the dividend yield, which is 2.33%. So bam, so when we look at that, now we have the industry. That's the industry numbers. Industry numbers is price earnings is 21.8, the price book is 3.4, and the dividend yield 2.33, you know, overall average of the industry, or that particular industry that this stock belongs to. But then if you wrote down, like I told you on ExxonMobil, you look at their price earning ratio is lower. Because their price earnings ratio is lower because it's at 11.67, right? Then we said their price book is also lower than the industry because it's 2.18. Then their dividend yield is higher than the industry because it gives 2.97 when the industry is 2.33. So when you look at this formula, does this meet the credentials of a value stock? Yes, it does. And that's how you can use eTrade to find a value stock. This was made famous by Warren Buffett, but this is how you can use step by step. How we use ExxonMobil, you can go look up anything from Nike to Under Armour to Shell's gas, BP gas, Apple, all those other things, and do the exact same thing. And see, this is called value investing by a formula made popular by Warren Buffett. So anyway, there you go. There you have it.
Hopefully that video was great. Hopefully that step-by-step screenshot, was of great value to you, that you was able to look at it and say, hey man, you know what, I learned something great. If you did learn something great, give me that thumbs up. If you didn't, give me the thumbs down. Give me a comment, let me know how I'm doing. And also, I always say something special for the people that stay to the end of these videos, because this is my time to get personal and things like that. So anyway, as you guys know, I'm studying for the Series 63 exam, which is the Uniform Security State Law exam. Last month I passed the Uniform Federal Investment Advisor Law exam. So this coming up at 2 weeks, I'll be taking the Security Agent State Law exam. So wish you luck on that. Pretty sure I'll be successful in that. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Like as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, all the other good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, all the other good stuff. And till next time, you guys be safe.